Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice sessions that just happened in Aragon today. Now, before we get into it, the session was headed up in combined times by Jorge Martin from Quartararo, Johan Zarco, Bastianini, Bagnaia, Rins, Vinales, Marc Marquez, Jack Miller, Luca Marini, Taka Nakagami, Brad Binder, Aleix Espargaro, Frankie Morbidelli, Miguel Oliveira, Digi Antonio, Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez, Cal Crutchlow, Darren Binder, Johan Mir, Raul Fernandez, Paul Espargaro, and Remy Gardner. So today really all the headlines were about Marc Marquez, if I'm very honest, and out he came, and he just proved that he is the same Marc Marquez as normal. Now, he did start the morning session only using the carbon rear swing arm, and he didn't set a bad pace in the morning, but in the afternoon he did try world exclusive, in a race weekend, the aluminium swing arm. Now, towards the end of the race he did set his fastest lap using it, but it was also a banzai lap on a new hard front tyre and soft rear tyre with the aluminium swing arm. Nakagami and Marquez have both said that it is night and day the difference using the aluminium swing arm. It will be very interesting to see will this appear for the race itself. Jorge Martin did a very fast lap towards the end. Quartararo was only 7/100ths of a second behind him, which was unreal for the Yamaha. Looking at it, they are between 335 and 338 kilometers an hour down the straight compared to the 340. Normally they would lose a couple of tenths. Bastianini and Bagnaia, I thought they had a very kind of quiet practice session. Look, they're in the top 5, 4th and 5th respectively. They're thereabouts. Jack Miller was one who popped in quite late, and Luca Marini. Interesting enough about Ducati, there will only be 4 GP23s on the grid next year. Ducati have confirmed that. Nakagami is the only one that just qualified outside of the top 10 for the combined session so far. He is kind of a specialist around here, but will he actually make it around the first lap if he's towards the front of the grid in the race? Great to see Cal Crutchlow back. He did ride here last year. His race pace does look quite good. He does look better than Morbidelli on race pace. Maybe not in one lap outright speed, but his race pace looks good. Aleix Espargaro just had an absolute pig of a day. Nothing has gone right for him. He had a crash in the last turn in free practice 1, and in free practice 2 I think he had a crash in turn 14, destroyed his race bike, and he nearly did it again. So it's not the best weekend for Aleix Espargaro, which is quite sad. I do think he's definitely starting to feel a bit of pressure from Maverick, if I'm very honest. Maverick has had a strong weekend so far. He was leading FP2 all the way till the end, but I just think it's going to be a great race. Friday practice is so hard to gauge because teams are testing different things. Rins, in my view, did do a great job today as well. Johan Mir is back as well. Good to see him there. He said that the ankle shouldn't affect him too much, but you can kind of see that he's a bit tentative through the corners. Very surprised with Paul Espargaro, 23rd place, 1.3 seconds off, which is quite a lot. But again, look, it is Friday practice. It's definitely going to be interesting tomorrow. Who am I going to pick for my poleman tomorrow? I'm actually going to put and go with Maverick Vinales for pole. I'd definitely love to know who you think is going to be on pole, so leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.